146 days. I am your GSW champion and your GSW gaming champion, and it has now been 146 days. The Royal Rumble just ended. Ronda Rousey surprised us all, but you know what the biggest surprise isn't? Is that I'm still your damn GSW champion. And I am here to invite the rest of GSW. First, my bodyguard and best friend in the whole wide world, Marko Loco. And LumberJake and Crawdaddy, I guess. They're here too.
You didn't give us less than, stellar introductions for somebody. I mean, I'll say I sucked, but, LumberJake was close to dethroning you, even though he's already Money in the Bank, and he could cash in at any time, though he forgot his briefcase today, so we can't really cash in
And
today.
Still, I didn't realize close.
But did you win?
Yes.
I'm saying he almost
did. A dog.
No, he almost did. Doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Who cares?
So we're here to talk about the Royal Rumble and a little reaction video to what we saw today. And I guess we can go ahead and start with the first match. What was it?
We're going to skip the pre-show.
It was the WWE Championship.
That is correct. Sami Zayn with Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles, who's really not that great of a champ compared to me. But, what is that, a handicap match?
Yeah, it was a handicap.
2-on-1?
Where there's controversy at the end where Kevin Owens gets pinned, but was he really a legal man? Didn't look like they tagged him, whatever.
Overall,
I gotta say, before we get into the other matches, this was a very C- to D pay-per-view. Very forgettable matches. None of the matches stood out, other than obviously the 2 Rumble matches. The Universal title match felt very pedestrian, for me anyway. And, very lame, blasé, and, I'm throwing out big words, boring for you idiots.
yeah.
It was just not for me. The Rumble matches were great. I like both victors. As much as it lost me the title.
Yeah, I recommend if you see my drinking rules that I posted, I really hope that none of you guys did those drinking rules. It's actually hard liquor.
How did
like apparently this guy here does.
Jack Daniels.
Because I did mine with beer, and I think I've gone through at least 12 beers, 13 beers.
And I will say,
a lot.
Oh my god, and I'm buzzed right now.
When I showed up to this wonderful layer of Marko Locos, I was feeling extremely sick, and I contemplated going home for the night and watching it myself. But I trucked through it, and I miraculously do feel better, although alcohol still sounds awful, so I did not participate in our drinking game.
Popping bottles?
But again, this pay-per-view was subpar. It was alright, it had its moments. But overall, the 2 Rumble matches were pretty decent.
Yeah, we'll talk about the second Rumble match, because, or actually no, it was the Usos, or the second match was the Usos versus Gable and Benjamin, and 2 out of 3 falls match. That was it was a very weird match, because normally what WWE does in a 2 out of 3 falls predicament,
back and forth.
Yeah, it's back and forth. But this one they did 2 straight wins to the Usos.
You got it. No. You can finish that whole thing off yourself. You can finish that whole thing off yourself. You don't need my help.
Yeah, it's 2 straight falls. Like I said, a forgettable match. Any other match besides the Rumble matches were forgettable, in my opinion.
Yes.
I don't know. Do you guys share that?
No, I agree with you. But let's move on. The Rumble match, the men's Royal Rumble match, which by the way wasn't the main event this year. It was actually even before the title matches, which was pretty incredible. So
the Raw side, anyway.
There's only two returns in this match. We had the Hurricane,
which was ridiculous.
Which was ridiculous. He was
eliminated right away.
Wasted time.
And then they had, the person who got booed out of the building in 2014.
2014, yeah.
2014, just because he wasn't Dan O'Brien. That was Rey Mysterio, and that was awesome. He looks really great. He's actually trimmed down.
Still a wrestler.
I will say Crawford loved his trimmed down men, so he was ecstatic.
He was very complimentary of his physique.
And then in the end, comes down to Shinsuke.
It came down to Shinsuke Nakamura, John Cena, Roman Reigns, and Finn Balor. Which ironically, which was coincidentally, Shinsuke was your pick.
Yeah. Roman Reigns was my pick, although I did not want that to happen. I simply knew it was the right thing to do. And it wasn't.
Well, apparently not.
And then Finn Balor was my pick. Of course, Finn Balor goes out first because I have the worst luck. Though I guess Marko Loco had the worst luck because he said that Daniel Bryan was going to be in the match and he never was. So yeah.
You tell your buddy Jacobs to lie for you from now on and not relay your terrible picks.
So anyway, Finn Balor goes out, and then John Cena goes out.
Surprisingly. In a pretty surprising way, I should say.
And actually, they went. Roman Reigns and Shinsuke went back and forth. It actually made me believe that maybe they might screw over Philadelphia again with a Roman Reigns victory. But in the end, the Japanese superstar, the King of Strong Style, the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura, will be going to WrestleMania to face the WWE Champion in the main event.
And we do apologize. El Marko Loco does have a majestic white wolf as a pet.
Wild,
here in his
dire
majestic
wolf.
lair. So this thing is untamed. Or excuse me, whatever. Is it untamed or is it tame if they're wild?
Untamed.
Okay, it is a wild animal, so it does what it wants. So we apologize for that.
You don't give no Fs.
Okay, on to the next match, which was the, in my opinion, extremely lackluster Universal Championship match.
No, actually, it was the tag team match.
Which one?
The Smack. No,
Bar.
Oh,
the Bar versus
another forgettable match.
Rollins.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Jordan.
Very, very forgettable. The Bar
Forgettable,
wins.
even though there was a title change.
Yes.
The
So,
Bar wins.
Which was very obviously going to happen.
yeah, and it's according to him. We all thought Jordan and Rollins were going to retain this just for a little bit longer. Us three here, but not Healy.
No.
But yeah,
And that's why I'm the champion.
this is why he retained the championship. So anyway, yeah, pretty lackluster match. Yeah, I now that I've actually
You can drink the whole thing yourself, dude. You know you don't need my help.
now that I actually think about it, obviously the Bar was going to win because they like hot potatoing the titles. I mean, you know, last year was the Raw Women's title. This year's the Raw Tag Team titles.
But one title that does not play hot potato is our GSW Championship because I win it every single time, and that's not changing.
Cue
anytime
fart
soon.
noise.
All right, next match. Again, the lackluster Universal Championship match between Kane, the Monster Braun Strowman, and the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. This thing is unbelievable.
There's a real monster.
Yeah. Again, lackluster match in my opinion. Just a bunch of big guys doing big spots. Not much.
El Marco Loco, I like to hear your opinion on this because, you know, Brock Lesnar is one of your favorite superstars.
I knew it was going to happen. I figured if he dropped it, it would happen in Romania. So, it's your build-up. You're going to have Braun Strowman.
That was the dog. Or, excuse me, the wolf.
The dire wolf.
What?
He bumped
hit the
the
camera, yeah.
What were your guys' thoughts? And I agree with
just
Healy.
gave
It was lackluster. Obviously,
pretty much said what I think.
the only one who got this pick wrong was Jake because he picked Braun Strowman. He actually had that feeling in his heart that Braun Strowman was going to dethrone.
I made the most
Beast.
sense.
This is why he's not the GSW.
Because,
one-
yes, here's why I'm not the GSW champion.
Okay,
Because unlike WWE, I tend to book that makes sense. That would actually continue a good storyline. Unlike WWE, he doesn't. What?
It will be Brock Lesnar.
Back-to-back years, by the way, SmackDown Live has won the Royal Rumble.
And not gotten the headline.
I hope next year.
Unlike
I'm hoping next year they'll actually give it to the Universal Championship or the Raw side or whatever. But anyway, so the last match, it was the Women's Royal Rumble match. So many returns, so many down beers. I almost puked.
Bitch.
So
I changed the rule because I'm like I have to drive, so I'm only gonna have little sips every time there's a return coming.
Yeah. So
I thought it was an okay match.
yeah, it was great. The returns included.
I wouldn't say great, but
The returns included Molly Holly, Tori Wilson, Kelly,
Excuse me?
Trish Stratus, Lita,
Vicky Guerrero.
Vicky Guerrero,
That's the one.
Michelle McCool. Actually, most of those were returns, and then there was and then there was a couple NXT, called
Ember Moon,
Kairi Sane.
NXT Women's
Sane.
Champion.
Trish Stratus
Ember
had
Moon.
an excellent match.
She did return
I
at
don't know how
number
many
30.
people she eliminated.
Nikki Bella.
Jacqueline was in there.
Jacqueline.
Yeah.
50-year-old, whatever, doing her thing.
In the end, though, it was
Mae Young didn't show up.
in the end.
I
though,
guarantee if China were still alive, China would have been in it.
Oh yeah, Beth Phoenix. So she actually made history as the first person to be a part of both the women's and the men's Royal Rumble matches. So that was pretty insane. It came down to the final four, which were Asuka, the Bellas, and
Sasha Banks.
Who, by the way, Sasha Banks was number 1.
So that was impressive.
So Sasha is the first.
But wait, Sasha's not booked properly. She was number 1 and almost won the damn thing.
Yeah.
Sasha is just...
You're the one who hates Sasha.
I don't hate her, but her fans on Twitter are like obsessed. She's booked terribly. She should be the champion 24/7 like Healy. But no, that's not the case.
Yeah.
She's booked fine.
But Healy, you did call it. She was the Iron Woman of that match.
She was.
So She was number 1. She was eliminated 4th to last. And then it was Bree, who was actually eliminated by Nikki. Then Nikki was eliminated, crowning Asuka the Royal Rumble winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
And Marko Loco was the most upset about this because
he doesn't have good taste in women wrestlers.
Well, I don't completely disagree. I do think Asuka deserves it, speaking as a wrestling fan. But as a sports entertainment fan, I can see where you're coming from. If you can't cut a proper promo, then
if you're out here cutting promos like this fat piece of shit.
Oh damn.
Oh, Marko Loco, that's my boy.
Okay? You don't deserve to be main event.
But this is a kid who is a fan of Brock Lesnar, who's one of the worst promo givers in all of sports entertainment.
He's got somebody
He's
got somebody to do it for him.
Point is,
step away, you can't.
Healy needs to keep in mind that I'm still GSW Money in the Bank winner.
And I can say,
I'm Mr. Money in the Bank. Anytime, any place, baby, I'm out.
And I can say I'm not terrified in any which way. I've got my boy Marko Loco. I've held the championship for so many days.
Anyway. My name's Crawdaddy. Again, I fell short, but don't worry. WrestleMania is coming around the corner, and we all know that I do the best at WrestleMania. Peace out.
And then again, I will go ahead and apologize for my friend Crawdaddy, who had like 3 beers, and he is just out of control. And I am Healy, your GSW champion for 149 days, your GSW gaming champion for so many days I lost track. This has been your Royal Rumble reaction video with your champion, Healy, LumberJake, Crawdaddy, and my boy, Marko Loco. We will see you next time.